So today we're going to be talking about unlocking your infinite potential and really tapping within to that unconditional love and that source energy within you. And being able to break out of the cycle of survival, being able to break out the cycle of chasing material desires and material things and sexual things. And when we start to realize that we've been living our whole lives chasing external things and, not giving any attention to the internal things. And we start to understand why we've been lost for so long, why we've been trapped in this, this matrix illusion, this holographic simulated reality. And we realize that everything is energy, everything is vibration, We start to understand that our infinite potential is already within us, our infinite potential to create, to manifest, to evolve, to alchemize our being and our minds, and to tap into infinite source. Then we stop giving our power away. Stop giving our power to the matrix of delusion. And we start tapping into the God essence that's already within us, that's been there the whole time. And, a lot of us are exposed to a whole lot of different things from a very young age. We're exposed to things like sex and violence and video games and drugs and all of this stuff. And that's only just feeding us further into the matrix, feeding us further into that trap, that loop, right? And it's keeping us operating from the base chakra. And when our base chakra is out of balance, then our whole energy is out of balance. And if our whole energy is out of balance, then how are we supposed to manifest? How are we supposed to have meaningful relationships? How are we supposed to love ourselves? How are we supposed to honor God and creation, realize our purpose and understand who we really are and what we really came here to do, and have mental clarity and focus? So when we start with the foundation, we start with abstaining from the outside perpetual cycle of material desire. There's a reason why they say that material things are not fulfilling. They don't have substance. You get all these rich billionaires that just have all of this stuff. They have everything that they could possibly ever dream of, yet they're still unhappy. They're still depressed. They're still anxious. They're still broken inside. And that's because that material things don't actually have value. They don't actually have true value. Because what's truly valuable is your soul, is your essence, is God, is everything, is all that is, right? And a lot of us have forgotten about that. We've forgotten that we are multi-dimensional beings. And we each have creative power to create our own reality, to create the lives that we truly want, the lives that we were destined to live. And I know that each and every one of you that's watching this video right now has a destiny and has a path in life, and you were meant to experience that life of your dreams. You were meant to experience that life that you've always dreamed of. There's a reason why you have those visions and those goals and those aspirations. It's because you were born to experience that. But somewhere along the way we've been tricked out of our power. We've been tricked out of, our infinite potential. Whether it's society, whether it's the media, whether it's our parents, whether it's our friends, whether it's, politics, whether it's whatever. We've been taught that we have no power. when the truth is that we have the infinite power of existence and creation within us. We just need to tap in. We need to bring our awareness inwards. That's why self-awareness is so powerful. You know, when we tap into our inner world, we start to cultivate that vision, and we start to manifest, and we start to create, and we start to alchemize our being. And we start to become the version of ourselves that we were truly born to be. Because who we truly are is unconditional love. We are the essence of creation. We are the essence of consciousness. You know, and just being conscious and becoming consciously aware of yourself, of, you know, what you're being presented with in your reality, your conditioning, your programming, your traumas, and going through that healing process. It starts with really grounding yourself and your energy, and starting to unlock your energy centers and start to allow that energy to flow through you. You know, because when we're integrated into this body, 90% of our consciousness has been shut off, right? But once we start to really tap into the foundations, we start to strip it back to the roots, and we start to ignite that kundalini energy, you know, that sacred cerebral spinal fluid that so many people just, like, you know, ejaculate and waste it. You know, that's why semen retention is so powerful. You know, after 30 days of semen retention, your body starts to reprogram itself. You start to really elevate your state of consciousness, and you start to break through the shell. You start to break through who you thought you were, and you start to break through that self-image that, you know, you've been holding on to. And you stop forgetting, and you start remembering who you really are. You know, and I think that it's important for us to really take care of ourselves and really start to meditate. Because meditation, the word meditation actually just means become familiar with. So, you know, becoming familiar with your beliefs, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, the things that you focus on a daily basis, the things you give value to, the things you give meaning to. Because nothing actually has meaning, it's just an ascribed thing. We ascribe meaning to things. You know, whether it's a positive meaning or a negative meaning, that determines the outcome. Right? So when we transcend that duality of life, the light and dark, the positive and negative, and we start to transcend into neutrality, we start to transcend judgment itself, and we start to transcend, you know, all the manifestations of the physical world. And we start to become more pure and more balanced and more grounded. That's when we'll truly start to be able to improve our relationships. We'll start to attract wealth. We'll start to attract, you know, anything that you want. But you're attracting what you are, not what you want, you see. Because what you are is your state of vibration, your present moment state of vibration. You know, the universe will respond depending on your state of vibration. Your current present moment vibration is what really matters. You know, that's why you start to attract those things, because you're magnetizing whatever your state currently is. It's a feeling universe. This is all vibration. Everything in this holographic simulated reality is all vibration and energy. It's made up of atoms and subatomic particles, which is all made of energy. Right? And we realize that we are not separate from anything, that we are all that is, you know. Then we start to understand that everything is here and now. Everything is already inside of us. We just need to start tapping into it. start to reach into the multiverse of infinite possibilities and draw forth, the reality that we wish to experience by embodying the state as if it's already happened. Neville Goddard said that assume the reality of your wish fulfilled, and the universe will have no choice but to harden your assumption into present fact. But if you feel stressed out and bad and ungrateful all the time, then the universe will only give you more reasons to feel ungrateful. It's only going to make that feeling worse. It amplifies your current vibration. But if you're grateful for who you are, you're grateful for everything that you have, and you're grateful for just being alive and for being able to breathe, then the universe will amplify that feeling and it'll give you more reasons to be grateful. That's really the essence of manifestation, but we need to start from the fundamental roots. We need to start from the foundation of our energy. And I'm going to get into the yoga poses in another video, but there's a yoga pose for each chakra to unlock each chakra. And as we go through that process, and when we retain our need for pleasures, when we retain the seeking of material pleasures and desires, like semen retention, like, fasting and stuff like that, our body starts to heal itself. And, we start to really transmute all that lower vibrational energy into unconditional love. And then we start to open ourselves up to the source of all creation. We start to allow that energy to then come in and flow through us. And that's the energy that we can use to create, we can use to manifest, we can use to evolve spiritually, emotionally, mentally, on every single level. And I'm not even going to lie, sometimes I feel like so unbalanced and so lost that I don't even know what to do with myself. Sometimes I feel like I'm not on the right track, but I know that that's just a part of the process. That's just a part of me. I'm always, we're always in the right place. We're always where we need to be. Sometimes we have to go through inherently, on the surface it seems negative experiences in order to receive a positive. But sometimes too much of a positive can be a negative. So just know that you are an infinite multi-dimensional being, and that your vibration is your own, and that you have the choice and you have the creative power to create the reality that you want just by focusing on what it is that you want to experience, and by cultivating that inner vision that's born from your heart, that's born from your soul, from the depths of your being. And then believing and knowing in every cell of your being that you have an infinite amount of potential to accomplish anything that your heart desires. And the present moment is where your power is. The right here and now. Because the right here and now is where is the event horizon, is where you can decide to change the course of your life. You can make a different choice. Even though at first it may feel uncomfortable, it may feel like you're stepping out into the unknown. But the thing is that once we start to go down that path, we start to really unlock and, become aware of things that we were never even imagined beforehand. Opportunities that were never even available to us before. And we start to grow exponentially. Right? Because we can only grow when we're outside our comfort zone. We can only grow when we're uncomfortable. So I'm going to leave you with that for today. However, just know that you have the power to create your own reality. And start with the foundation. Start with the foundation of your energy. Because if your foundation of your energy is off, then you're not going to be able to create. You're not going to be able to attract clients into your business. You're not going to be able to have a meaningful relationship because people can feel your energy. So just understand that this is all a game of energy and vibration. And, in this infinite cosmos of existence, this game of life, you realize that we are the masters of the game. But only when we actually step into that power, only when we actually own and have the courage to stand up and embody that power that was given to you by God. So I love you guys so much. Have the most amazing day. And as always, much love, peace, and stay strong.